Yep, this is my skin now. And these are the skincare products that I use.
You might notice that they're not luxury brands at all. Some are affordable, some are mid-range, and none of them are what I would call miracle products. But they work. At least they work for my skin. Now, before we get started, I just want to mention that I'm not a dermatologist or skincare professional. Everything I'm sharing in this video is based on my personal experience, my own skincare journey, and the research I've done over the years. The ingredients I'm going to talk about are ingredients that worked well for my skin, but everyone's skin is different. What works for me may not work the same way for you. That's why it's always important to patch test new products and if you have specific skin concerns or conditions, consult a qualified dermatologist for personalized advice. With that said, understanding skincare ingredients has completely changed the way I shop for products and has made a huge difference in my glow-up journey. When I first started my skincare journey, I made the mistake of buying products simply because they were trending or because someone on social media recommended them. Sometimes they worked. A lot of times they didn't. But once I started paying attention to ingredients instead of marketing, everything changed. My skin became more hydrated. My complexion looked brighter. My texture improved. And little by little, I started achieving that healthy, radiant glow that many people call Korean glass skin. What is glass skin? Before we jump into the ingredients, let's quickly talk about what glass skin actually means. Glass skin isn't about looking shiny or oily. It's about having skin that appears smooth, hydrated, healthy, and luminous, almost like light is reflecting evenly across the surface. When your skin is well hydrated, your skin barrier is healthy, and your skin texture is smooth. You naturally develop that fresh, radiant glow. And that's exactly what these ingredients helped me achieve. Hyaluronic acid. The first ingredient that completely changed my skin was hyaluronic acid. Now, despite the word acid, it's actually one of the gentlest skincare ingredients out there. Hyaluronic acid acts like a moisture magnet. It attracts water and helps keep your skin hydrated. One thing I noticed before starting my glow-up journey was that my skin often looked dull and tired, even when I was using moisturizer. What I didn't realize was that my skin was dehydrated. Once I started using products with hyaluronic acid, my skin looked noticeably plumper, softer, and more refreshed. And that's one of the key characteristics of glass skin. Hydrated skin reflects light better, making your complexion appear naturally radiant. So, if you're shopping for skincare products, hyaluronic acid is definitely one ingredient that I recommend looking for. The second ingredient that became a staple in my routine is niacinamide. Niacinamide is a form of vitamin B3 and it's one of my favorite skincare ingredients. Why? Because it does so many things at once. It helps brighten dull skin, improve uneven skin tone, support the skin barrier, and reduce the appearance of enlarged pores. One of my biggest concerns before my sunspots: hyperpigmentation and overall dullness. Even when my skin wasn't breaking out, it didn't look bright or healthy. After consistently using niacinamide, I noticed that my complexion started looking more even and radiant. And that's exactly what we want when we're working toward that glass skin look. The third ingredient that helped me tremendously is Centella Asiatica, also known as Cica. If you've ever struggled with redness, irritation, sensitivity, or a damaged skin barrier, this ingredient is worth paying attention to. Centella is known for its soothing and calming properties. It helps reduce inflammation and support skin healing. One thing I learned during my glow-up journey is that healthy skin glows. You can't force your skin to look radiant if it's constantly irritated or inflamed. Once I started incorporating Centella into my routine, my skin felt calmer and looked healthier overall. And healthier skin naturally looks brighter and more luminous. The fourth skincare ingredient that helped me achieve a smoother, brighter complexion is using chemical exfoliants. More specifically, glycolic acid and lactic acid. Both are alpha-hydroxy acids, or AHAs, which means they work by dissolving the bonds that hold dead skin cells on the surface of your skin. When dead skin cells build up, your skin can start looking dull, rough, uneven, and less radiant. Regular exfoliation helps reveal fresher, smoother skin underneath, which is one of the key characteristics of Korean glass skin. Now, if you're wondering which one to choose, here's a simple breakdown. Glycolic acid has smaller molecules, which means it penetrates the skin more deeply. Because of this, it's generally more effective at improving skin texture, brightening dull skin, fading post-acne marks, and helping prevent clogged pores that can lead to breakouts. For beginners, I recommend starting with products containing around 5% glycolic acid. Meanwhile, more experienced users may use products in the 7% to 10% range, depending on their skin's tolerance. Lactic acid, on the other hand, has larger molecules and is generally considered the gentler option. It still exfoliates effectively, but it's less likely to cause irritation and also has some hydrating properties. For most people, a concentration of 5% to 10% lactic acid is effective for improving skin texture and radiance while remaining relatively gentle. So which one should you choose? If you have oily, acne-prone, or resilient skin, and your goal is stronger exfoliation, glycolic acid may be a good option. This helps reduce clogging of the pores and can decrease the likelihood of breakouts. If you have dry, sensitive, or easily irritated skin, lactic acid is often the better choice. Personally, I prefer gentle and consistent exfoliation, rather than trying to get quick results with stronger products. Over-exfoliating can damage your skin barrier, cause irritation, and it can actually make your skin look worse instead of better. For most people, using an AHA exfoliant 1 to 3 times per week is more than enough to help maintain smooth, radiant-looking skin. Now, before I finish this video, I need to talk about the one step that I consider completely non-negotiable: sunscreen. Sun exposure can contribute to dark spots, uneven skin tone, premature aging, and loss of skin radiance. If you're mostly indoors, you can use at least SPF 30 with PA+++ protection. But if you're spending a lot of time outdoors, exercising, commuting, or exposed to direct sunlight, an SPF 50+ with PA+++ is a better protection. And yes, even on cloudy days, sunscreen is a must. So if you're trying to achieve your own Korean glass skin glow-up, these are the ingredients I would focus on. Remember, glass skin isn't about perfection. It's about consistency, patience, and taking care of your skin over time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which skincare ingredient has made the biggest difference in your own skincare journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay gorgeous.